Here's a question. What's the difference between a Doosra and a Carom ball?
Bowled in.
Well, both are deliveries bowled by an off-break bowler which spin the other way. Syed Ajmal, the Pakistani, is the master of the Doosra. Here's Owen Morgan facing him, expecting the ball to spin from left to right, and it goes the other way and just sneaks through the gate to clean bowling. Then Ravi Ashwin has really reinvented a delivery called the Carom ball, which Hashim Amla here was expecting the ball to go from left to right, again as an off-spinner would. Playing for the turn, it spins the other way and bowls him off stump in the World 2020, and was dubbed by some as the ball of the new century. Both deliveries have reinvented the art of off-spin. Here's the conventional off-break with the rotation of the wrist ensuring that the ball spins from left to right. The Doosra, invented by the Pakistani Saqlain Mushtaq in the late 90s, is bowled out of the back of the hand, so it's the same wrist rotation, but because it comes out of the back of the hand, it spins the other way from right to left. The Carom ball is a more recent phenomenon, invented actually by Ajantha Mendis of Sri Lanka and perfected by Ravi Ashwin. Sometimes it's bowled with the middle finger actually tucked behind the ball here, and it's flicked out of the front of the hand and again spins from right to left instead of left to right. Both the terms come from India. Doosra is Hindi for the other one, and it's very hard to bowl the Doosra, I've found, without slightly bending your elbow, because you can't get the ball down the other end, out of the back of your hand, without flexing your elbow. That's not to say though that people bowling the Doosra are all cheats, because you are allowed a 15-degree flex in your elbow in the laws of the game. The Carom ball, Carom is a board game played in the south of India where you flick counters across a board, and the same idea applies to the Carom ball, flicked out of the front of the hand with your middle finger. That is possible to bowl with a straight arm, but it's a little bit easier for the batsman to detect because the wrist moves in a slightly different direction to the conventional off-break. The top 5 international 2020 bowlers in the world are all spinners, led by Samuel Badri, the West Indian leg break and googly bowler, and followed by 4 off-spinners, Sunil Narine, Syed Ajmal, Ravi Ashwin and the Sri Lankan Sachitra Senanaike, whose economy rate is the lowest. All these bowlers can spin the ball both ways, something no regular England spinner has the ability to do. The impact of having a ball going the other way is huge. It creates uncertainty in the batsman's mind. Here's the example the other night from Hashim Amla facing Ashwin. He's expecting the ball to turn from left to right and it spins completely the other way and makes him look in the end quite foolish, and Amla's a fine player of spin. Now if we see that ball here from Hawkeye, you can see it bowled from round the wicket. It comes in, it lands outside the leg stump and then spins away almost like a leg break, hitting the off stump. And where Ashwin is very clever is he'll bowl his conventional off break on the same spot outside the leg stump. Therefore the batsman can't tell just from the line of the ball which way it's going to spin, and that causes lots of uncertainty. It's vital for a conventional off-spinner to have some kind of variation to contain top-class international batsmen. Alternatively, you could just make sure the ball doesn't bounce. Poor old Nasser. I'm going to cover a hot cricketing topic every week on this channel, so don't forget to tweet me your questions and subscribe by clicking this little button on the top right of the screen. Next week I'm going to start a countdown to the greatest catches ever taken. See you then.